Tennessee Titans. They did the Player of the Week, and this is what I want to do. So everything that happened to me growing up, I want to give back in that way because that's the way I know how. And I just thank God for being able to do this. I just want to be able to get back to the community that I'm in, that I live in now, and this is what I want to do. So I want to do academics. I want to go beyond just doing this, but just to play and do academics also. So we just got a lot in on our plate. We just want to get everything going and running. So it's just the first step. Most things that we're doing in Crumpy's, we'll do most of them, get ready to move to another location, bigger place, sports bar, so it can be more, get more people in here, more family, y'all get friends and family. So I'm just glad y'all here today. We got to start somewhere, you know what I mean? So it's a blessing. I just want to thank the families and everybody for coming out, coaches. It just means a lot.
Good afternoon, Jacksonville. This is Monterey Week one with In the Game. And we're here today at Big John Henderson's Player of the Week event. And just want to let you know right now, we want to thank Big John Henderson. We want to thank Crumpy's Wings and Things on 4601 Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville, Florida 32216. Come on in and get you something to eat. You'll be glad you did. And we are blessed to have with you today one of Jacksonville's finest young student athletes. We got Ivory Durham the fourth. What's going on, man? How you doing? What school you attend, bro?
Cedar Creek Christian School.
And so, man, tell us a little bit about yourself, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm glad to have you here today, man. Tell us about yourself, what you do on the team.
I'm leading my team. I play quarterback. I'm in 9th grade.
Okay, now, from what I understand, you've already thrown, what, 19 or 20 completions so far this year?
Yes, sir.
So that's how many yards? 222 yards for you?
The last game was 222.
In one game?
Yes, sir.
Man, you breaking it down like a cardboard box. Wow. What are your aspirations, man, past high school?
Looking forward to going to a good college. Play quarterback.
What do you think? You have a major in mind?
No, sir.
No, not yet? Any idea where you want to go to college?
No, sir.
All right, man. Well, you got a little bit of time. Not much, but you got a little bit of time. Work it out. Work it out. So what's your favorite thing about football?
I like leading my team.
So you were born leading?
Yes, sir.
You're just born to do this job?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So what's the most, what's it like for you? What's a typical work day for you? When we're talking about school and then immediately going to practice, what's your day like?
Answer that question, man.
Okay. So what is a typical day like for you, being a student athlete?
Make sure I get my grades, then get on the field, lead my team.
Okay. Keep it simple. All right. You got a good workout routine going for you?
Yes, sir.
So what does that consist of? I know you don't want to give away any trade secrets, but go ahead and share us a little something.
Lift weights, work hard.
Okay. All right. So what's your favorite subject?
Math.
Why math?
I like dealing with numbers.
Because they're just simple. They're either true or not.
Yes, sir.
I hear that. What's your least favorite subject?
Science.
Okay. Now, I'm a big science fan, so I'm not going to get angry with you right now. But what is it that you don't like about science? Everything? That's all right, man. So what's it like for you being a quarterback on the team? I mean, what kind of leadership qualities do you think are required for a quarterback for an effective quarterback to lead a team?
Just can't be nervous, have to lead the team. You have seniors on the team, but they're going to have to follow the rules.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about the coaches?
They're great.
Good coaches?
Yes, sir.
Great coaches. This is good. It's good. You coaches out there, they watching it?
Yes, sir.
They're going to be watching you because you know this is going to stream, right? We're going to stream it. All right, man. So talk to me, man, about the strategy for your team this year. So, I mean, what are your goals as far as the team is? What's your goals for the year?
I want to win a state championship.
All right. What do you think it's going to take to do that?
Work hard, keep my grades up, make sure I lead my team.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Man, well, I tell you what, you appear to be a man of extreme character. You seem to be pretty cool. So I take it you're pretty cool and collected in the pocket.
Yes, sir.
You're nervous.
No, sir.
You don't let those guys rattle you, huh?
No, sir.
Yeah, that line protecting you while you get empty that ball.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I tell you what, man, thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate it.
Player of the Week award for your hard work, dedication, and getting that team to win. and just going out there and giving it all you got. All right?
We are here today at the Big John Henderson's Player of the Week event, honoring student athletes here in the Jacksonville area, and sponsored by John Henderson's Crumpies, Wings and Things on Jacksonville, Florida, Southside Boulevard, 4601. Come get yourself something to eat, because I'm sure you'll be glad you did. We're honored here today in the process of presenting these awards to these student athletes. We have the majority of our coaching staff for Cedar Creek Christian School. We have the head coach and the assistant coach. Why don't you gentlemen introduce yourselves and let Jacksonville area know who you are.
My name is Jamie Gamble. I'm the head football coach, and this is my assistant head coach and offensive coordinator, Coach LJ, Coach Laurel Johnson.
All right. So, I mean, you got to be, just tickled pink, man, that you got, one of your kids is here, today getting this award. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, it's an honor, first and foremost that, Cedar Creek Christian School has been recognized, and then, Ivory Durham, HJ, he, as a ninth grader, passing for 200 yards a game. I mean, it's remarkable, and it comes from good coaching. A man right here.
No doubt.
So, him being my quarterback coach and offensive coordinator, he's definitely put in the time to spend with HJ. So.
Now, Ivory is number 3 in the city for freshmen, isn't that correct?
I think it's overall. So.
Overall? Okay. So, I mean, so what's your secret? I mean,
Well, I'm going to let this guy answer that question.
There's no big secret. That young man is very intelligent. He's physically gifted. And when he entered into our school, there were some things that was already in place, physically and mentally, and also spiritually, which is important for how I approach things coaching football. So the biggest thing for me is he goes out and does it pretty much the way I ask him to do it, and it happens.
what would you say the top 3 things that are the most important that you focus on as a coach with your players?
The very first thing is doing the little things, following the rules of school, being obedient to your parents, being obedient to adults in authority. It has very little to do with football, because I feel that if you can master small things, playing football is easy. Because playing football is only part of your life, but following directions, following rules, that kind of stuff, you gotta have that kind of discipline in every area of your life.
Okay, that makes sense. There are thousands, tens of thousands of student athletes all over the country that their number one goal that they see is to go pro. So what advice would you offer to these young student athletes in preparation for achieving that goal?
I never shoot down any person's dream for trying to be a professional athlete, but I would try to pump up another dream and going pro in something other than just sports. There's a lot of professionals doing a whole lot of things that are good for society as a whole, and playing professional sports, that's great. Not everybody is blessed with that opportunity, and it's just that, a blessed opportunity. Shoot for something else, and if you end up playing professional sports, hey, that's just added extra.
The odds, and this is no secret, I mean, the odds on a student becoming a professional athlete are astronomically low. I believe in the year 2013, the NCAA, there were over 1 million students that qualified for NCAA scholarships. But out of that million, there were less than 180,000 that actually got scholarships. What do you tell your students to focus on when they see the odds are staring them in the face? What do you tell them that should be? What do you think that they should make important to them?
Well, and I believe that particular number was specifically related to Division 1A.
Yes.
So I always preach, find something that you're passionate about, something that you can fall in love with, and go to college for that. And then find the school that does the best at that. Means you may not end up at a Division 1 or FCS school.
Right.
Just find the best school. If you want to be a pharmacist, find the best school in the country for pharmacy. You want to go into business, find the best school in the country for business. And let that be your guiding light for what college you go to, not sports.
Sounds good, sounds good. As coaches, what is the greatest satisfaction for you two? You have a lot of control and a lot of input into these young men's lives. So what do you find is the most rewarding aspect of what you do?
Well, I think for me as a head coach, you see kids come in, and we're a small Christian school, so you see kids come in and some of them don't have both their parents. Some of them don't have the foundations, and like Coach LJ was saying, we mold them into young men. Before we even start with the on-the-field stuff, we set their goals for, what are they going to do in school? What are they going to do at home? Even if they don't have mom or dad, if grandma or grandpa is taking care of them, how are they going to behave at home? How are they going to behave in school? And, you see some of these kids come in as ninth graders and they just seem lost. And by the time they're seniors, they know, okay, I'm going to go to college. I have an opportunity. And just the growth. For me, it's the growth from ninth grade to the time they graduate. Like I said, that might not have anything to do with football, but it's very rewarding to see kids come in and they turn into young men, and then they eventually go on. They'll go to college, or they'll go and they come back and are like, hey coach, you made a difference in my life. So that's.
I'll just answer that by saying, for me, over the years, the young men that I've coached, it does my heart good to see them out with their families. I run into a few of them at a grocery store, and he was walking with two of his daughters. That kind of stuff, for me, that does it for me as a football coach, to know that I coached that young man when he was 15, 16 years old, and now he's 25 years old, and he has his own family, and he's providing. That does it for me.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I'll tell you what, there are going to be thousands of kids all over North Florida and thousands more kids all over the country that will be looking at this. What parting words would you say to them? What, if there was one piece of advice that you could give them today that would impact their lives, what would that be?
Probably wouldn't be one thing, but since I'm shrunk down to one thing, that one thing would be in everything that you do, find out the why to why you're doing it.
What about you, coach?
I would have to say, the same thing. Find out why you're doing it. And that really narrows it down. I mean, why are you doing what you're doing? Is it because you want to? Is it because you need to? Definitely find out the why.
So that translates into passion.
Absolutely.
So if you have a passion for it, it's not really work at that point. It just becomes a labor of love. All right, no doubt. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Again, this is In the Game, and we out.